If you've ever considered using Google but not sure where to start when it comes to attracting better drivers for your company, this is the video for you. My name's Loris, I'm the founder of Carrier Intelligence. I'm putting together this quick 4-part series that's gonna help trucking companies know which platforms to use and a little bit about how to use each of them so you will have a better chance of getting those better drivers out in the marketplace over to your company, okay? So no matter what, make sure to check out the other videos in this series. Today we're gonna be covering Google and what it looks like and what you potentially could be doing with it from a recruiting standpoint. Now there's a couple of different ways to use Google specifically for trucking. I want to focus first on the PPC model, the pay per click model. That is where if you go to Google right now and you search for best trucking companies, Chicago, or best flatbed carriers, Maryland, top trucking companies to drive for. What you're going to see is going to be at the top of Google, there's going to be a couple advertisements. These are paid sponsors. Companies are paying money to Google to show up there, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. So you can find both short tail and long tail keywords to rank for. So when somebody searches for essentially what your company offers, you will show up. Now what happens at that point is you will show up at the top, and when somebody clicks on a link to your website or to your landing page, you're gonna get billed by Google. Now that cost is defined by bidding budgets, analysis, all that stuff. That's for a different video and a different talk. But the point is you can pay money to be at the top and be displayed to companies that are searching for what your company offers. Depending on how competitive that keyword phrase is, it can be cheap, it can be expensive, and that's where it helps to have somebody that knows what they're doing to assist you with that, okay? So that's one way you absolutely could be using Google to your advantage. The nice thing about this is you're only gonna be paying when somebody clicks on your ad. The caveat is that you're getting billed when somebody only clicks on your ad. You're not getting billed for the application being processed. Now you can set all that stuff up to know how many times people actually click on the application, and you can distill that down yourself into what an actual full app costs by dividing the total leads by the number of apps that came through and figure out that cost per application. But you're still getting billed for that click. So what you need to make sure to have on point is the website that you're diverting that traffic to. I see companies mess up all the time. They go out and they'll do Google paid ads and they'll send drivers to the homepage. They'll go out and send a driver to abctrucking.com, right? That's a waste of ad dollars. Instead, you want to make sure to send drivers to an actual landing page where they're more likely to convert into a full-on application. Have those pixels installed on that landing page, Google Tag Manager set up, all that, so you can use that data to your advantage and go out, retarget, and get drivers back into your funnel that bounce over to your landing page, but unfortunately bounce off. An additional way Google can be very, very successful in being used is through display ads, banner ads, right? That is where, I guarantee you've seen it happen where you've been on a website, you looked at something, next thing you know, you're on a different website. Maybe it's a sports blog, or it could be a fashion website you're into. And on the right-hand or left-hand side, you see an advertisement for that specific item you just saw yesterday show up on. And you may wonder how that happens. Well, that's through something like Google display ads, right? Where you will show up through different actions. Essentially, it's a form of retargeting. That can be very, very successful as well. The nice thing about that is you have the ability with this methodology to go out and be wherever your potential drivers are at. As they go around the internet, guess what? You can kind of follow right behind them. From there, of course, sending them over to a strategically designed landing page as well. Okay, so that is essentially what we would recommend when it comes to Google. Now, do your own research. Test things out yourself. The recipe for success is always iterate and improve. You gotta try something, see if it works, try it again, you're gonna fail, but every time you fail, it's an opportunity to learn, and eventually you're gonna have a recipe that works well for you. So you can go out and do that yourself, or if you'd like, you can reach out to a company like ours that does this every day with trucking companies specifically. We have the recipe figured out. We've already unlocked the key, we've cracked the code, and we'd love to help you out with that so you can skip all the trial and error and wasting of time and resources yourself. So if you found this video valuable or any of the other videos valuable talking about the different ad platforms you should be using, check us out, carrierintelligence.com. We have great free trainings on there. You can also submit an application to speak with my team directly or myself. We'll look at where you're at now, where you're trying to get to, and see if we can help you out and show you what all exists out there in the world of marketing and advertising for trucking companies, okay? So carrierintelligence.com. Hopefully that was valuable, and catch you on the next one.